Welcome back to Sunrise. Now, 19-year-old Chanelle Russell is a past student of the St. Andrew High School for Girls, who matriculated to St. Thomas Aquinas College in Sparkill, New York. Now, she currently she's pursuing a bachelor's degree in computer science with a minor in economics. And get this, she's on a triathlon scholarship from the National Collegiate Athletic Association Division II. She's a cyclist, a camp counselor, a lifeguard. Chanelle Russell, listen, multifaceted. Join us this morning from the Big Apple. Welcome to Sunrise.
Morning.
Chanelle,
how are you?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing amazing.
Awesome.
I went to bed late last night, but I mean, I'm up and ready for the day.
Awesome. I love interviewing members of this family. Tell us about your triathlete experience as distinct from the rest of your family.
I would say, well, triathlon here is different from triathlon back home. I've noticed that since I've been here, I've been competing a lot more than I normally do. And so now I've been getting more into the mindset of, okay, what do you do now? And you get to practice that. Like, you get to practice what you do before your race, what you do after, you get to do trial and errors. So I would say definitely the more frequent races is very distinct from back home.
But if I might just to follow up, so I mean, your family, we know your dad Carlisle, and we've seen your siblings. All of you are into the swimming and the cycling and everything. Tell us about what it's like being in a family of athletes.
Yes, competitive.
Oh, definitely, of course, it's fun. Like, it's fun, it's exciting. I love it. It's good to have a support system around you while we're doing what we love to do. So having a dad who's our coach, my sister who's also in it, and like my brother and my mom who's also like getting fit, it's just fun, it's supportive, it's like an environment and a community that we're just building each other, we're encouraging each other. Even if no one else is encouraging us, we have each other to support, to lean on, and that's really amazing.
I thought you were going to say it's competitive. Everybody was trying to be the best.
I mean, that's a part of it too, but I'm not talking about the
You give me this nice answer. It's fun and we support each other. But I have to ask, the balancing act that you play, that you must engage with for academics and sports. Tell us about that balancing act.
It is a balancing act. It is. It took me a while to get into it, but after a while, it's like something that you just accept. Right. Like, in order to get something, you have to give up something. And for me, I have free time, but I use my free time differently than other students at my school. So one of my friends was like, oh, so what are you going to do after training? I was like, oh, I'm going to shower, then I'm going to eat. And like, this is in the afternoon. What are you going to do after you eat? I'm going to do my homework, then I'm going to sleep. And they're like, so do you not have anything else to do? Like, what happened to like the fun time, like, and stuff like that? So that was in like the first semester. After a while, when I found out, but I want to have fun too. I didn't come to school just to work and train. Like, I want to meet people. I want to enjoy myself. And after that, I learned to like section my time out, what I'm going to do, use my time wisely. So there's times when I'll have to say no, but there's times when those no's end up becoming yes because I said the no's in the first place. So that's a good thing.
That's so smart. You have different disciplines that you have to focus on, but is there a particular discipline that you love more that you have to say, no, I have to not focus so much on this, but give more time to this? Like, how do you apportion your time across the disciplines that you're involved in?
That's a good question. I feel like my favorite discipline is swimming. And that's good for me because that's not my strongest. So I want to do more time in swimming, and that makes me better. And because of that, I've been not neglecting, but I've been like putting aside running and cycling because I'm like, oh, it's my weekend, so I need to work on it. But thanks to my coaches, they've given me like a schedule that helps me to balance everything out. So I do something in the morning and then I do something in the afternoon, and that helps me to give equal time to each.
Fascinating, because it is so difficult to be good enough at all of them to compete successfully as a triathlete.
But she's strategic because she's focusing on the weakest of the three. to spend the most time in. That's
Indeed.
interesting.
And I love the fact that, you know, you're a testament to the story that you can be bright in different things, because computer science and econ is not no play business.
Yes. Where did your love for sports come from, Chanelle?
I would definitely say from my family. Like, if it wasn't for my dad, I'd probably just be in my books all the time. And even like when we had off season, I found that I was burying myself in books to the point where it was not good. So I'm glad I was introduced to triathlon through my family. And I'm very grateful.
What would you recommend to somebody who is trying to get a scholarship? They're watching this conversation and saying, I think I could go to St. Thomas Aquinas. I need a scholarship. What are some of the things that I need to do in order to snag that scholarship?
Okay, so first things first, you got to know what you want to do. You have to know the programs that are available and see if it's in line with your interest and work for it. Like, you can't say, oh, I want to be on the basketball team and you're not doing basketball. So that's definitely the first thing. I would not say anything after that until you get that done. So when you finally have the sport and you know your sport is in line with what you want to do, then you reach out to your coach. And it's very easy. It's as simple as going on the school's website, typing in the sport section, or not even, just select the sport and scroll down to the coaches, and they have their email there. And just email them. Like, email is your best friend, especially when it comes to these things. And they're so friendly. They're ready to reach out. They can't wait to hear from you, quite literally. Like, they can't
so
wait.
Good. People are taking notes.
IT, as a Jamaican, when you go for it, whether it's on scholarship or not, you know, go there and sit down, you know. You have to get involved with some other things. Maybe you can get a line of income. I gather that you've gotten yourself involved, because you love the swimming, so you've gotten yourself involved in a lifeguard program.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So yes, I wanted to do lifeguarding during the summer. And before, they were telling me about a YMCA program, which they have two different types. They have a YMCA lifeguarding and American Red Cross and waterfront. And I was planning on doing the NYC, but God worked it out that I'm doing American Red Cross. And the training is very simple. We did it for a week. And I got to do it for free because at the camp I'm working at, they said you get to do it for free and then you spend 3 weeks there as a lifeguard in return. So I did that. So I have my certificate. And I'm glad to say that it's worth it. And there are other things along the lines that you can sign up for that's going to help you to get income as well. And even schools, like my school also offers on-campus internships for international students to help them get an income to support themselves.
You know, I'm happy that you spoke about the lifeguard. I have an interesting story about someone who cannot swim, who's a lifeguard in the States, but I'll talk about that at a different time. She can swim and she's a lifeguard. What are you most excited about as we approach Paris Olympics? Is a particular event, a particular athlete? Talk to us about your excitement for this year's Olympics.
Yes, definitely. I know you probably are expecting me to say something along the lines of triathlon. But one thing I'm definitely definitely triathlon. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing the athletes, I know what they're capable of, and I want to see if they're able to push past their limits. I myself have been very interested in even just like going to Olympics itself to watch it in live person or maybe even to compete. So that's something I'm looking forward to. I'm also a part of the Cycling USA group chat that they have on Instagram, and they've been like sending in updates on, oh, this athlete is ready, this athlete is doing this, and I'm just so excited to see what's happening. I would love to like be more like, since I've been here, I've just been focusing on the USA side, but I would love to like, you know, be more on the Jamaican side. Like, I'm not gonna forget my roots, so that's one thing.
Awesome.
Happy to hear that.
Thank you very much, Chanelle. Chanelle, I wish you all the best and nothing but success in both your studies as well as your athletics. And maybe, who knows, you will be representing Jamaica at the Olympics one day. I believe it. I believe that your family has it in their DNA. And so I'm looking forward to it. And so we're going to be supporting you and watching you as you grow. Thank you very much. Our guest has been Chanelle Russell. She's a cyclist. She's a triathlete, a camp counselor. She's a lifeguard. After the break, it's time to home it with NHT.